Tick-tock on the clock, but the party don't stop, no. Oh, whoa, whoa, oh, oh, whoa, whoa, oh. Hey guys, it's Amy here, back again with another video. You have got to know about TikTok by now, especially in the bookish and the writing communities. If you write for young adult audiences, then you have got to get on there. But if you don't, it's still worth a shot to try and put yourself out there too. But how does one get on there, get started, and approach it to gain a loyal following? Well, I'm not like monetized on there or anything. But I have done something right, because my TikTok out of all my social media platforms has had the most consistent and the best growth since I started. I kind of wish that it wasn't my TikTok, but you know, I'll take my blessings where it counts. And I did it all organically with a bunch of trial and error. And yes, I had a blast while I was doing it. In the process, I have also observed what other popular book talkers and author talkers, or writer talkers, that's very interchangeable, I have analyzed what they have done and what they do to ensure that their own accounts become successful. And now I combine both my experiences and my analyses to formulate this video to help you out in case you are looking to get started. Your results may vary though. What worked for me may not work for everybody, as I will mention multiple times. Furthermore, growth on the platform is also going to take time. A lot of time. But before we get into that, don't forget, my book is turning 1 year old in like under a month. It's so crazy! ASTER'S CODA Exposure is my YA fantasy novel, available for you now to get for $1 on ebook. Just double check the sites where it's available. And very shortly I'm going to be doing some giveaways over on my TikTok, my Instagram, and of course my YouTube. Begin to win signed copies, bookmarks, character prints. Also, 23rd/24th of July, I'm having a live stream. A little book birthday live stream. We're gonna have lots of fun, lots of games, Q&As, and of course a massive giveaway. You should come and check it out. But now let us get back into how you can get started on BookTok. Number 1, know what's out there. It is never good to go into anything blind, and BookTok is no exception. This is because BookTok is not as simple of a format as the dance scene on TikTok. There are a ton of videos that you can make, like tags, aesthetics, skits, bookstore vlogs, and me just listing them off does not describe the extent of the content that you can make on BookTok. It'd be a good idea to start off by making your account and simply browsing through the kinds of videos that are available on there. Specifically ones with hashtags like BookTok, AuthorTok, and WriterTok. You can like and save videos of ones that you particularly like so you can gain inspiration for what you want to do with your own BookTok account. And you can do that because the app has got set places for you to be able to view all these different aspects of the community that you want to use. From there, you can work out what you would feel comfortable posting about and who you want to emulate. This is to guarantee that when you post that first video, people will notice you, along with subsequent ones. You do not want to become invisible so quickly. Number 2, understand the algorithm. This is where it can get tricky for some people. But in the short time that I have been on TikTok, I have narrowed down the algorithm being incorporated with 3 key things. Those 3 things are time, sound, and hashtags. The timing of the video is something that you wouldn't usually expect, because TikTok has now the ability to make videos that are up to 10 minutes long. Then should time really matter if you can do it to that extent? Can't it be any time at all? Time actually matters a lot more than you think. The golden video length is typically somewhere between 7 and 15 seconds long. This is because videos of this typical length are more likely to be replayed, because the nature of TikTok is that the videos will constantly be on replay until you swipe up or down to the next one. This length is also a very easy length to be able to capture a short narrative with. This does not mean that all of your videos should be that length, but this is a good general rule to use. Sounds are the next crucial part about what makes the TikTok algorithm work. TikTok enables you to take the sound of a pre-existing video and to dub it over one that you are recording. This could either be a song, or some kind of clip from a film or TV show, or of course people making their own sounds. If a user happens to be particularly engaged with a video that has a certain sound, it's going to start showing more videos that have that same sound on your recommendations, or your For You page as it's called. This is because the algorithm just assumes that you like it. Therefore, if you don't include trending sounds within your content every so often, your platform is likely going to decline in progress and engagement. And lastly is hashtags. I have an entire series over on my BookTok that deals with the idea of how these hashtags work. It has brought me big success. I am big-brained. Hashtags are used to identify similar content on any given social media platform, and TikTok is no exception. There are a bunch that can be used to promote your videos within the BookTok community itself. A lot of them may be similar to what you find on Twitter and Instagram, writers of TikTok, authors of TikTok, BookTok, Writer Talk. But one other kind of hashtags that have helped me out have been tropes. Popular hashtags surrounding tropes that have helped me have been hashtag found family, hashtag asexual, and hashtag faybooks, just to name a couple, because they just so happen to be trending and people like them on that app. Combining these three aspects of TikTok should give you some good growth once you start on the platform. Number 3, have a why. Whenever you post anything on social media, it's going to be flimsy unless you have a reason for what you're posting. This may also involve you having to make reasons to post content online. What do you want people to get out of your TikTok? What messages and emotions do you think need to be portrayed to this community? What do you want users to think about when they watch your videos? And you don't have to just limit yourself to one message. In fact, you shouldn't. I have a few that I have come up with and that have evolved since I made that platform, and I'm just gonna list off a couple of them now. My opinions of smut and how my asexuality links to it. The fact that my book exists. Recommending books that people haven't heard about because BookTok likes to regurgitate the same books over and over. Calling myself out on how terrible I am to my characters. It's a long list. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, unless that list is over 10 or 20. Frankly, people on BookTok who have just one single message that they post repeatedly to every single sound, they make some pretty boring content. You start to follow them because of a new or relatable perspective that they offer, but then that's the only thing that they have to offer and it makes their content bland. 5 messages are a good place to get you started so you can gain a wider audience. Number 4, make variety. This is where I've stopped following accounts and have seen their content decrease in quality and engagement. Do not just take every popular sound that comes across your platform and just somehow shove your message into it and send it out into the world. It becomes very obvious what you're doing, especially if the sound is one that directly mentions you wanting to get more followers. That's cheap. Your platform should feature a variety of content that uses both original sounds and trending sounds. Videos where you even just sit and talk for a minute. This is a way for people to get to know the realer side of you. Furthermore, when you use those popular sounds, they should have different perspectives associated with them. There was this one account that I followed that basically turned every sound that they came across on their For You page into a message about how,
"What are you doing on TikTok? Shouldn't you be writing instead?"
This is a very, very boring message to keep posting on your page. Good mixes that I have seen people do have been combinations of skit videos, book reviews, or book recommendations. I've implemented some of these and I'm still constantly trying to find the mix that best suits me. And you can always keep evolving your content. Just do what you feel happy with, as long as there's variety with it. Number 5, play to your strengths. That being said, some parts of TikTok are not for everybody. I'm once again using TikTok sounds as an example. There are some people who just don't know how to reverse dub, how to take the sounds of things that characters are saying and then act them in the actual video. They do it either so half-heartedly or so over the top that it doesn't make any dang sense. Or dare I say it, using the 2x speed filter to end up becoming some kind of weird like doll with jerky movements and very fast movements in their body that make it look even faker. It's obvious that that style of BookTok video is not for them, but they just keep doing it anyway because they think that's what's popular. That's not necessarily the case. Your strengths may lie elsewhere, and TikTok will recognize when they spot your strengths. It may take some time to work out exactly where those strengths lie, but once you find it, then go for it. For instance, even though I consider myself a video editor and I have been trained in that, I am not accustomed to the way that it is done on TikTok. So I don't consider it the right kind of creator to create aesthetic videos with all these visual effects and filters placed upon them, because that's the kind of work that I am not able to do and I am not comfortable with. Whereas I am comfortable with doing it like this in a YouTube format. I am also not good for book recommendations that match a certain theme, quote, or idea, because I have read way less books compared to everyone else. I am a slower reader compared to a lot of people, and so I don't do that quite as much as other people. If I do a recommendation, it's usually just one book and I list some tropes in there that I think are cool and that would appeal to others. Did I burp in the middle of that? People can tell what you're good at or passionate about on this app, so find it and make use of it. Number 6, make a backlog. As with almost anything related to social media, you need to make sure that you're prepared with content for the days where you're not able to post. Backlogs can be your savior whenever things get too busy in your day job, whenever you're sick, or anything else that gets in the way. There are 2 ways that you can easily create backlogs on TikTok. On a desktop, you can upload and schedule videos to be posted, and choose when they specifically come out. But this isn't something I do because I film and edit my videos on my phone. Instead, what TikTok can allow you to do on a phone is that you can have a plethora of draft videos. You can have a ton of videos that you edit and film, and then you just leave them there to post when you're ready. Just as long as you don't uninstall or update the app, you can keep tons there. I remember one time I kept like 20 there and they all stayed for the entire time. It was so good. But a note that these drafts are only accessible from the device that you filmed it on. So for instance, if you save a draft to your phone, it's not going to be available on your tablet if you have TikTok on both. Regardless, TikTok has ways to help you get on top when you know you cannot be. And number 7, recycle content. I'm not telling you to repost your TikTok videos a month after they've gone live. Algorithms can tell when you do that. Instead, you can find ways to recycle that content and use them on other platforms. Frankly, you should, especially if other parts of your life can get in the way of things. Then you can recycle content from TikTok onto other platforms or from other platforms onto TikTok. You've got Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts. You can make compilations of your TikTok videos on your YouTube like I do. And of course, you can do the reverse, taking content from your YouTube videos and then putting them into TikTok formats. Highlights from live streams, important tips from tutorial videos. The world is your oyster. You've got plenty that you can do if you are already involved with video content. That should give you guys a little bit of a head start when it comes to starting BookTok or AuthorTalk. I wish you good luck with your endeavors. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you are new around here. You can ring that bell to find out when I post more creative content. ASTER'S CODA Exposure is available for you to buy now in ebook format for just $1. Follow Abby Tucker as she dives into the 3 worlds and finds her place in it in the midst of an otherworldly blood feud. And come to the live stream as well! Also be sure to check out my Fiverr, my Instagram, my TikTok, and my website in the description. Stay creative everybody, and I'll see you in the next video.